Here we go. Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Uncle Bruce here with Stock Markets with Bruce. Welcome to this morning's show, and nice to have you here on Stock Markets with Bruce, where we like to talk about the markets in plain English. It is June the 17th, 2021. It's Thursday, and I welcome all of you to the channel today. We have two things happening for sure today. The beginning of trading for 23andMe, VGAC, that symbol shift is happening, and the beginning of trading for ATI Physiotherapy, ATIP, that was FAII, Fortress. So Fortress and Virgin, we're going to say goodbye to those two stocks as SPACs and say hello to two new companies coming on the market today. I know some of you have been talking to each other about how some of you are finding the symbols. Some of you are finding some of the listings, not everything. Chris, thank you for becoming a member of this channel today. I appreciate it. And also thank you to T Lane for becoming a member of this channel. Before I forget, T Lane joined before it even started going on live today. Thank you guys for joining in. So we know two stocks are coming on board here today. The question will be how they do, how smooth it'll be to get the symbols up and working. I can't find either one right now on my systems. So if anyone out there sees a bid ask market indication for either of these two stocks, would you let me know? That would be terrific. Kind of curious what some of your platforms are showing you or telling you. Is there even a pre-market showing anywhere for either? The only pre-market I can find, I think, would be from last night at the end of the day. For Fortress, I'm showing last trade of 10:16 last evening, and for VGAC, Virgin Group. Let me just see if this thing gives this to me. I'm waiting. Patiently waiting for my little big ass iPad to give me the last quote. Doesn't want to do it. Not gonna do it. It's saying I'm not done. Not gonna get her done. As I'm waiting for it to upload. I don't know why. Just don't know. Anyway, we're we try so hard. We try so hard. VGAC. Here we go. VGAC. I'll do this on my computer. And the last time the VGAC was quoted, 1109, up a dime, although it is now referred to as 23andMe Holding Company on my computer. So even though I'm showing VGAC, the name is now 23andMe. So that's good to see. Over on my computer, if I go FAII, it's still showing Fortress Value, not the new name at the moment. Okay, well, we know this is happening. It will come through, and we will be here to watch it all. In the meantime, keeping an eye on GameStop. It is official. GameStop has officially been added to, or it's been announced that GameStop will be officially added to the Russell 1000 index, moving up from the Russell 2000 index. AMC not yet moving up to the 1000, staying in the 2000 at this moment in time. And I think this is because back in May, the market cap of GameStop was high enough to include it, but AMC maybe not. And so we'll wait for the next time they do an upgrade. And if AMC shares are still in this neighborhood, they will likely be added to the Russell 1000 as well. People are wondering, Bruce, what happens with GameStop by becoming a member of the Russell 1000? Is this a big deal? Is this going to have a profound impact on the pricing of the stock? There'll be certain funds now that will no longer hold the stock because it will leave the 2000, and other funds will pick up the stock as it's entering the 1000. What do you think about all this? And it's true. It's possible that there could be a bit of thing here. Oh, by the way, thank you. Someone just sent me this. This is tremendous. 23andMe chart on ME 1158 uh, is the latest quote. Let me double check here. 23andMe says FCMC. Hold on. VGAC. Where am I? Oh man, here we go. VGAC closed at 1109 last night, but 23andMe is indicating 1158 on the opening at the moment. So let's hope that that holds or gets better, even better. Thank you for that. Appreciate that a lot. And I want to give the shout out to who sent it to me, and I can't because my phone won't tell me who sent it. I just got this message telling me here's a shot for you. Here's a screenshot of a quote, but it's not telling me who sent it. I apologize for not giving you the proper shout out. I'm trying to. Here we go. Thank you, everybody. By the way, just so you know, 2 days ago I had my second shot. That was Tuesday afternoon, and I'm still feeling it. I'm really tired. You may have noticed how sluggish I am. I'm really pooped. My arm is sore, but not as bad as yesterday, which is typical. It's getting better. Charles from PayPal, no worry. Just trying to help. Charlie, buddy, thank you, man. I appreciate this so much that you're sending me this info. I really appreciate it, buddy. You have no idea. If you're able to find out on ATIP, the new symbol, that's FAII's old symbol. If you're able to give me anything on that too, that would be great, man. I would appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks. I'm actually sending him a thank you message right now. Thank you for that. All of you who helped me out, I really cannot thank you enough for all of your support. A number of you send me private emails with articles that you come across, stuff you're hearing, finding. And I appreciate that because I don't read every single publication out there. And some of you have info from publications I don't follow. And I thank you very much for your support. It is really means a lot to me. I appreciate it very, very much. All right, let me kind of get back here to the story at hand. So, what was I talking about? GameStop going into the Russell 1000. There'll be some funds that will offload GameStop, some funds that will pick up GameStop, and there's speculation as to, well, will there be more selling by ETFs and other index funds to get out of GameStop than buying in? And the one article I saw today was something like 5 million shares differential. There'll be more selling than buying. Keep in mind also, though, certain hedge funds, ETFs, and mutual funds will not buy stocks unless they are part of the Russell 1000 or higher. They have to be of a higher caliber for them to even consider. And it is entirely possible that over the next few months, depending on what GameStop is saying and doing and how they're progressing, there could be additional acquisitions made of GameStop shares by these institutions. Okay, thank you, buddy. Charles, thanks for that. Nothing yet on ATIP yet, but he's going to keep me posted. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. And let's see what happens. If we find anything, we'll find it, and we'll keep an eye on it. Very good. Thank you, Charles. This is tremendous, man. You are awesome. Okay, what else is going on here? Thank you, everybody, for popping in. I know somebody was asking me about this whole thing about what do you think is going to happen with GameStop shares? Will they be, will they go down because they're going into the Russell 1000? I don't think so. ME last indication 1150, very good. 1148, 1150 bid ask for ME, lots wanted. 1147 last trade, so that would make it higher than last night, right? VGAC last night we closed at 1099 on the open market, the actual stock exchange, New York, and the aftermarket. I think we were at 1109. And now we're showing 1148 to 1150. So here we are, 1147. So that is another uptick for the stock. And Let me just take a look now at the last. I'm not sure if this is going to work. I'm trying to see if I can get this to play or not. Yeah, I'm not having any trouble. I was trying to look at some charts, and they may or may not be available. Again, everything is in transition. I'll cut them a break. It's not a problem. Yeah, the last 3 months, the shares haven't been anywhere near $11. The last time VGAC shares were even at $12 was back in late February. So it has been March, April, May, and June, 3.5 months where the shares of VGAC, which are now 23andMe, have not been at these levels that we see now. So they've been down in the $10 range, flatlining at $9.90 to $10. As you know, we've been just watching and watching and waiting and waiting. You can see here the last month for VGAC. Check it out right there. That's $10 right across the board right there. That's from the 17th of May until June the 8th. And then finally they let it go and started to let it trade. And so we're starting to obviously pick up. And now we are 23andMe. So later today or sometime this morning, ATIP, ATIP is the symbol, ATI Physiotherapy for Fortress. 2 in one day. I never thought both would do it at the same time, but they are. What can I tell you? Fantastic. Knittenpin, thank you for coming by, saying hi, and handing out a thumbs up. I appreciate it. That is fantastic. All right. Let's go. Okay, ATIP shows 1068 on my TD account. All right, that's what we're showing there. We closed last night at 1028 on the exchange, 1016 on the aftermarket. FAII now is showing on my market watch as ATI Physical Therapy Inc. So that's shifting, and we're showing here a 1068 last value. So there might be something happening there too. All right, let's see what happens, guys. Thank you very much. Let's see what's going on. TradeView has ATIP at 1025, ME at 1147. And Webull has both ME as 1150 pre-market currently. Lou is saying, I see ATIP, but no ME yet, trading 212 UK. Webull has 23andMe up 8% pre-market, ATP up 6% pre-market. Chris, ME 1196 pre-market on Yahoo Finance. Eddie, I got it at 1147. Morning for all or afternoon or even the bagel is ours, says Wally's World. Welcome, Wally. Welcome, buddy. Let's see. ME is showing 1113 to 1150. Think or Swim is showing ME at 1150. Let's see here. Yeah, here's another quote, 1113 to 1150. Here's someone else at 1150. And Uncle Bruce SOFI isn't showing, and then VGAC or ME. Oh, and SOFI, the system on SOFI, it's coming. Yeah, it'll show. It'll come. They'll all have it figured out here. Brokers are in business to make money, so don't worry. Fret not too much. Everything will be up and running in no time. Excuse me. ME is showing 1158 for me. When do options name change? All during the day. It'll happen, believe me. ATIP 1068 pre-market. Very good. I hope we have a nice little pop for both of these to start things off. That would be terrific for all of us. And that'll pop your options right away. And, get some press going here. Get the word out that some new kids are in town. And let's see what's going on, right? Anyway. Hey, can you leave me one of those phone amplifiers in your will, Bruce? What do I look that bad? Am I looking really grim? Not going to make it much longer. Oh man, this is a tough crowd. ME new bid ask 11 to 1165. Oh my gosh. What else we got here? I got a bid ask of 11 to 1105 on ME. And I just woke up. Are we rich yet? Damn it, Jim wants to know. One of my accounts on Schwab is showing ATIP. Roland is showing it at 1025. Now, here we go. What are your thoughts on the Fed's decision? Also, your thoughts about soon them tapping or tapering. You know what, guys? This is I just can't stand it. I can't stand these overblown reactions to these meetings. We're not talking about interest rate hikes until 2023. It's 2 years. And then where will they even go? Half a point, 3/4 of a point. The prime rate will be 2.5, 2.25. Whoop-de freaking do. And so much can happen between now and then. This is such an overblown everything, but I got to tell you, I'm a frustrated old guy in that I come from an era where news on television used to be a lot better, and there might have been three major networks, and then there was your local stations. Canada had a couple networks. Every country had their national network, and then of course CNN showed up, and all the others showed up. But about 10, 12, 15 years ago, the big changes started taking place, where news divisions were turned into money-making divisions. They were no longer news departments anymore. The big disconnect began to happen, and now the news departments had to make money, and that means you lower the quality of the news. The first thing you do is you take away your foreign correspondents. You just drop them off like you can't believe. Where if you were ever to have watched a CBS News telecast in the 70s with Walter Cronkite, although it was a 30-minute show, 23 minutes of news and 7 minutes of commercials roughly, you would have had 15 stories covered, 12, 15 stories, and about 7 or 8 of them would have been overseas. And you had CBS correspondents full-time in Tokyo, in London, Paris, Moscow, around the world. And if something was happening anywhere else, they would be sent there right away without even thinking about it. With a cameraman, sound man, producer, there'd be 4 or 5 people immediately sent in with no expense spared to get these people to the action. Today, it's all done by handheld telephone with correspondents you've never heard of, people you have no idea who these people are. And what's happening is the CNNs of the world and the other networks have cheaped out. They are now outsourcing to journalists in the area that they make a contract with. And these folks have no sense of the American audience, no sense of the Canadian audience, no sense of what we're looking for. They're just giving us what they can. And a lot of reports that you're seeing now about what's happening in certain areas of the world, there is no reporter there. You're now seeing a reporter in London telling you what's happening in Jordan. There's a reporter in maybe in Rome telling you what's going on in Cyprus. There are no on-site reporters anymore. And in the case of this business, coming back to interest rates, Bruce, why are you talking about this when we're talking about interest rates? I'll bring it right back to the business community right now. We have CNBC over here, which has their talking heads in their studio every morning, and they're reacting to the Fed minutes from yesterday, and they're bringing in or they're interviewing on a remote connection their panelists, their regulars that they pay money to. These people are paid by this network to appear every day or two. They call them contributors, CNBC contributors. That means they're on the payroll of CNBC. To talk about whatever is to be talked about, and it's so much cheaper for the network to just talk to their talking heads because they're always available at between 7 in the morning and whatever in the morning. They're under contract to be available in these time slots, and they hit them up for their quote opinion, and we get the same people time in and time out again and again and again reacting to whatever news of the day is going on. You are not getting any interviews with bond traders, the people that are on the front lines of the interest rate world, the bond traders. You don't get any currency traders. You don't get any futures traders. There is no interviews with real pros in the business of trading bonds and currencies who can tell you what their thoughts are on the interest rates. And the reason is simple. These guys are very busy people. You have to send a remote camera crew to them. You have to set up the logistics to connect, and that's called money. And CNBC doesn't want to spend money. They are trying to make a profit on their product, and they have their in-house people only. And you'll notice that when they talk to their contributors, you'll notice that when they're at home on camera, the lighting is perfect because they have the ring light, like I have a ring light here. They have the camera set up at the same location in the house every time. They've got their little mini studio set up. They've got their little microphone, good sound quality. Whereas if you're going to talk to someone live on the moment, you're not going to get perfect lighting. You're not going to get perfect sound. You got to take what you get. But that doesn't look good. Doesn't look as good on the screen. And so you have this dichotomy, this thing going back and forth about, well, why don't we just hire our own in-house people to talk to? And some of them are pretty smart, but it's the same old crowd. And we'll pay them a retainer, and they might be paid $500 a day to be on the air for 10 minutes. They'll be on CNBC, the news, the business network. They'll be on MSNBC for a clip here. They'll be on NBC for a clip there. And that's it. They put in their 15, 20, 30 minutes a day, and they get their $500. And some of these guys get more, some of them get less, and they are retired, either insiders of banks or from mutual funds or what have you. But they're not the street people. They have connections to the street. I give them all that. But you are not getting what you used to get. You used to get news from the source on location. But they're not talking to anyone at the Chicago Board of Trade. They're not talking to anyone at any of these trading houses. You do not see remote cameras anymore. It's almost impossible to see remote camera shots from the business network where they're talking to guys on the trading desk, guys and girls, just not being done. And this is a discounting of the coverage. It just keeps getting discounted and discounted and discounted. I would really rather have them talk to a floor trader with all the profanity that they have in their unique way. They'll clean it up for TV. But I would really rather see and talk to a guy who's watching the blood and guts flow on the floor, who can really tell us what's going on. But we are never going to get that again. They have gone back to the nice, clean look with these nice, clean people, and they've reduced the quality of the broadcast. And there you have it. Now on your local news, yeah, check out CNN. Check out. Does anyone watch CBS Evening News? When's the last time you watched ABC News World Tonight? When's the last time you've done that? They do not have correspondents around the world like they used to. Those days are gone. Those days are gone now. Anyway, I'm just an old guy reminiscing about the way it used to be, because you used to have to deliver. You had to deliver the news. And if you didn't have someone in Tel Aviv or Jerusalem or Moscow or Paris or Berlin or London, Madrid, Rome, you didn't deliver the news that the next network did deliver. And you wouldn't get the ratings. Simple as that. Anyway, that's just how it is. What are your thoughts on the Fed decision? There you go. It's not a big deal. Interest rates coming up. 2023, like really? Who gives a crap? I mean, really, who gives a rat's butt? I couldn't care less what the Fed wants to talk about for 2023. It is irrelevant, absolutely irrelevant to 99% of our lives. It just doesn't matter. And I can tell you that interest rates can do whatever the hell they want. Inflation can do whatever the heck they want. I'll tell you this much. You're thinking of getting a new car in the next 2 years. You're looking at various brands. I can tell you that the car companies that really want your business, that are hurting, they will have 0% financing, even if the rates are 3-4% on the open market. They'll still offer the rebates. They'll offer this. They'll offer that, because This is America. This is free enterprise. Canada, North America. You get the business by going out to get the business, no matter what the Fed policy is. Give me a break. I couldn't care less. I just couldn't care less. Those of you who have day to day concerns like all of us do, you will do what you need to do for your family to make it work. And the Fed be damned. If we have 4% interest rates, you'll raise your prices. So what? You'll cut back on stuff. You'll adjust. Hardship for the American economy. And give me a break. Americans and Canadians are so pliable. Europeans, we're tough. We can handle adversity, but this touchy interest rate stuff, it just drives me nuts. But I'm old and crotchety today. What can I say? Hey, Bruce, did you hear that Chalmath's new family of SPACs are going to be SOFI exclusives, first dibs via SOFI app? I have heard that. DNAA and DNAB and DNAC, etc., all biomedical related. That's what I've heard. Yes, they're gonna make them available. They'll be available to SOFI platform traders. You'll be able to buy into these $10 SPACs. Should be interesting. Webull is showing ME and ATIP. How about that? Right on. My VGAC stock is ME, but my calls still say VGAC. Wondering why this would be. It's Chicago that has to change. The Chicago Mercantile Exchange has to change over their listings, and they will. Do not worry about it, and they will. Count on it. It'll definitely happen. Anyway, there you are. Naked for me. Drinking Gatorade really helped me after my second dose. Our immune systems are working very hard and using up a lot of water, which is partially why we feel so awful. The second dose, feel better soon. I slept pretty good last night, have to say, but I could have used more. Waking up this morning at 3:00 was tough. It was tough. We are 34 minutes away from the opening right now, from what I can tell you. We're waiting for the opening to occur and see where we're going to be at here. I got ATIP at 1090 on Thinkorswim. I bought my first house at 18% interest, Crimea River for 4% interest rates. Exactly. There are so many kids out there, and when I mean kids, under 40, those of you who are under 40 years old, you have no idea. You have no clue what it was like in the 70s when we had out of control inflation, and we had just come out of 20 incredibly good years. We had the 50s and the 60s economically. They were great. We had low rates, high employment, increasing productivity. But unfortunately, the energy crisis came through in the early 70s, totally knocked North America off its tracks, as it did Europe. And we went into a worldwide recession across the board. We had several of them just every couple of years. We just had a real run. Then we had the inflation problem, and it was really bad. We had inflation of 12 to 15%. We had interest rates of 18%. For mortgages, 18%. I still remember a few years after the peak when mortgage rates were 8 to 12%. For years, they were 8 to 12%. A realtor would say, "Oh, you want to borrow $200,000? It's $2,000 a month. Just use 1% as your number. It's simple. You want to figure out what your payments are? Yeah, 200,000 mortgage, 2,000 a month. 400,000 mortgage, 4,000 a month." I can tell you, back in the 80s, when we were quoted those kinds of mortgage rates, there were people out there making $25,000 a year. Their mortgages came up for renewal, and they had to come up with $1,500 a month for a mortgage. Well, today that doesn't sound like a lot of money, but in 1985, $1,500 was a whole lot more than it is now, and that was a shocker. I mean, geez, I remember. You could you could pick off a Camaro for about 8 or 10 grand. Now a fully decked out Camaro is $45,000, 50,000. I mean, it's all different today. It's inflation. It's just different. So a $1,500 mortgage today, that's like a $6,000 mortgage. Just think about that. $6,000 today for a mortgage. Whoa, that's serious money. Yeah, well, that $1,500 was serious money, and that was the beginning of North Americans getting second jobs. That's when it began. We got the wives working, And then we had the husbands doing 2 jobs, the wives would do 2 jobs to make it go. We were trying to get through it, and we were hoping for lower rates and lower inflation. It was our tough times, and this 4% stuff, it's just laughable. It's just laughable. Anyway, there you have it. LB, you're old. Thanks, Jimmy Carter. Okay. My daughter works for SOFI. It will do big push in credit cards and mortgages soon. Get great growth, but you already know it. Right on. Thank you, Susan Shops About. Thank you for that. Yeah, SOFI is on fire. This company is on fire. They're going to do incredibly well. GameStop, I've got it at 221, down $1.96. We are still we're 30 minutes away from the opening now. SOFI on the pre-market, 21.86, up 3 cents at the moment. Is where we have it right now. All right. Waking up at 3 a.m. Oh my God. I was getting 12% of my savings accounts. That was nice. Yeah. The problem was you were getting 12%, but inflation was 15%. So you were losing 3% a year. And if you were young and you lived with mom and dad and getting 12% was great because you didn't have to pay the real bills. Mom and dad pay the real bills. But yeah, those were different years. I'm just saying thanks, Bruce. I would never be where I am without your street smarts pouring into the monkey brain. Thanks, buddy. When does SOFI get to your? I have no idea. Money market funds paid 18% in the early 80s. That's where smart money was. Insanity. That was crazy. Dana saying to Yakin, right, the higher the CD savings account, the higher all rates are. I remember my sister getting a car for 17% interest. Yeah, I remember leasing a car, 13.25%, 3-year interest rate, 13.25%, and I felt lucky, 13.25% for a car. So it was depreciating at 10%, 15% a year, and that's paying 13.25% interest on the declining loan per year. Wow. And I remember rolling over that car. I rolled over the money on that car. I paid it off, and then I got a loan, I took a loan from my banker where I used my car as collateral, and I paid off some credit cards and all this. And I had like a $30,000 loan. As Jennifer and I were kind of coming into our 30s and growing up now, we had about a $30,000 loan, and I think we were paying 11.5% interest, which again was, lower. And we set it up as a 2-year loan to knock this thing off. We targeted everything we were about to get this 30 grand off our butts because we decided to grow up and stop being 20-year-olds. And we got the loan down to about 18,000, and or no, it's around 20-something thousand. And I sold the car. I sold my BMW and got a nice buck for it because it was in really good shape. And then I paid that right to the bank, the entire amount. And within 2 months of that payment, we were out of debt with the bank. And we had knocked off 30 grand in like a year. And that really changed our cash flows and everything else, obviously, because we said goodbye to this massive monthly payment that was now out of our lives. We had no credit card debt, and we began to start to focus on other things. But you do what you do when you're in your 20s. I mean, you just we thought it would just we thought when the good times were here, they would just keep on going, and we didn't realize, and we had no idea that when it got bad in the oil patch, it would really get bad in the oil patch, and everything would come crashing down simultaneously from every direction, and you would be all of a sudden just scrambling to survive. But we made it. Yeah, we toughed it out, and we paid our debts off, and we just kept going forward, just kept going and going and going, and you chalk it up to experience and you move on, and we look at rates today. I just laugh at how cheap rates are, and again, I have no qualms to recommend to those of you out there, any of you out there in a position to borrow cash against your house If you're happy with your home, you're going to stay there, and you can up the amount you can borrow on your house at 1.5 to 2.5% interest, depending on where you live, Canada, Europe, where. And you turn around and just buy IBM stock with it and pull in a 4.5% yield. I say go for it, because this is once in a lifetime. Because in 2 years, if rates do go up a little bit, maybe mortgage rates will go to 3.5 to 3.75 in the U.S. Maybe they'll go to 1.5 to 2%, 2.5% in Canada. Still not going to stop this train from going on. But boy, I'll tell you, if you can borrow money for less than the inflation cost and then put it into something like an IBM, I think that's a pretty good way to go. Yeah, that's just me. Anyway, that's what it is. We got ATI physical therapy now showing at 1090. Thanks, Charles, for this. Appreciate it, buddy. And appreciate it. We're showing now at 1090. So we're looking a little more interesting here all the time. Okay. Interesting how my big ass iPad now won't even let me see the symbols anymore. It's like they've disappeared, have been erased from existence. I don't know what to make of it. Let's see if I can even get an ME quote up here. Maybe I can, or maybe I can't. Let's see, ME. Nope, I cannot get an ME quote as an ME quote. I can't get that. And VGAC, Virgin Group Acquisition Corp, I'm showing at 1143, up 44 cents pre-market, but it is not showing it as 23andMe. It's showing it as VG Acquisition. So still not sure what to make of it. FAII, let's try that. Fortress showing 1040, up 12 cents. Pre-market. Again, I don't know how accurate this is. You out there may have better accuracy than I have right now. It's just early days. Okay, thank you everybody for being here, hanging around with me this morning. I really appreciate it. Here we go. By the way, Street Smarts with Uncle Bruce is a grade A name for the classes. Is it too late to get into these? No, it's not. My parents had a 13.5% mortgage on their first home. Yep. Let's see. Bruce, what time does ME become ME? Your guess is as good as mine. Should be any moment. Bought my first house in November 22 of last year at 2.8%. Eddie, in 85, if you opened an account with 6,000 US, there was a bank that gave you a compact car for interest payment. Gave you a compact car for interest payment. I don't know what that means exactly. Aurora has become a new member. Welcome, Aurora, to the channel. Dana Sunday B, you must be the same age as my sons. Our first mortgage in 88 was 10%, considered pretty good at the time. I'd rather pay 16% on a 50K mortgage instead of $3,000 on a 300K mortgage. Well, if you only owe 50, I hear you there, but boy, I'll tell you, there were people with $150,000 mortgages at 16%. They were paying $1,700 a month. They were making $2,000 a month, like just struggling to get by. It was pretty tough. What can I say? Anyway, there you have it. Thank you all. Aurora's being welcomed by everybody here. Fantastic. And let's go. Do you think we're in a bubble like 2008 or worse? No, we're not. No, I don't think we are. Let's see. Do you see how they question Putin? Why are all your political opponents dead? Why do you just hate protests? Of course, he'll just respond, what about that thing in the USA? No, no cleverness. Yeah. Oh, gosh. Thank you, everybody. Good morning and good day from Calgary, says Aurora. Welcome from Cowtown. Let's figure out how old everyone is. Sandy V is 46. I'm 63. Anyone else? Jake, and I'm 48. Marco, I'm 29. Irish, Trish the Dish, I'm 49. Jack, I'm 56. T-Lane, I'm 45. Dad Boy, Louis, 27. Susan Shops, about 50. Multi-Dog, 48. Mr. Seneca, I'm 43. Giody's 27. Nelson's 50. Well, funny how old Toyotas and flat four Subarus seem to appreciate value and others go to dust. Muscle cars excluded. Ricardo, I'm 18. Oasis, I'm 33. Free Thinker, 32 is zero debt. Susan, thoughts on setting limit orders to sell or stop loss orders? Mixed feelings on those. Eric, I'm 31. Dougie, 63. I'm 22. Zoomer reporting in. Simon, I'm 42. Trish, 18. Good for you. We have 21 minutes to go before we open. Coming around here, Chris says I'm 33. I got you beat. I'm 72 years young, says Max. Wally, 53. Damn, Max, you win. Ashley, what do you want to do in your 20s? Sex, drugs, rock and roll. The formula I have for kids now. When you blink and you're in your 30s, that's right. It's all over. KB, bunch of old people on YouTube here. 25, JW, 44. ATIP in my future. Laughing out loud. Jack, too much white out on my birth certificate to tell the truth. Oh, man. ATIP is now showing 975 on TD. I'm sure that's an anomaly. Good afternoon from the UK. I'm 55. I jumped into SPH for the 6% dividend. Max is the highest, 65 and debt-free, says Nancy. James, ME 1143. And they're coming in. Oh, my gosh. Everyone is revealing how old they are. Thank you, all of you, for coming around here and hanging out with Uncle Bruce and the gang. Fantastic. Good stuff. Erica, thank you for this donation. Good morning, Uncle Bruce. Robinhood is describing ME 23andMe as a gas company in their about section. I'm confused. I think they're confused. Thank you for helping all of us learn. Yeah, they'll figure it out. Just cut them off some slack. They'll get around to it. Tony, I've never heard of a Zoomer, but I've been called worse. Let's see. Let's see. What's the price target for Emmy? I don't know yet. Bruce, I've just searched Yahoo Finance for 23 minutes. I got it. Let's see. Good morning, all from Alex. They gave you a card if you open an account with $6,000. Sorry for the confusion. Unbelievable. They give you a car. That's crazy. That's insanity. And Aurora, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. I am new to investing, and I'm learning a lot from you. Thank you, Aurora, and welcome aboard. I try to do the best I can to explain the markets in plain English. I do the best I can with what I got. And thank you all for your kind words and hanging out with us. SOFI at $21.90, up 7 cents, waiting for ME 23andMe and ATIP to start trading officially on the markets. Tristan, I'm 28. Sela, I'm 21. Krista, I'm 50. Ashley, 55. Manuel, 51. Ramon, 37. Liz, 52. Funky J Bell, 43. Steven, 59. Against me, I'm 30. DQ, 47. Scott, I'm 44. Shaky Fry, what? I'm 36. RB Rojas, I'm 28. Oscar, I'm 26. John Smith, over 9,000. Dave, 70. II 432, I'm 41. How come we're not talking ME? Leon, 31. Ubi, I'm 48. ATIP is now 1040 and 23me 1143 on Robinhood. Roach on a tree, I'm 37. Am I Iron Man? Paul, 33 here. I'm 33, says Charles. Christopher, I'm 69. Deliciously Devious, 31. Anti-PC, I'm 54, 55 in July. Yikes. Octavo, 35. Adam, 31. Soul, 22. J Ray, 51. John, 54. Quentin, 22. Dana, ATIP is 1040. What is going on with this thing? Dave, 36. BD Dude, 22. Ferrigan, 47 is the new 45 and a half. Goldman, I'm 24. Steve, 55 until tomorrow. Mono, 53. Justin, a lot of Gen Xers here. Matt, 46. Joanne, 46. Dober Mama, 33. Maya the Storm, I'm 37. Edward, I'm 31. Jane just turned the big 60. Autism Bruce, I took $200,000 equity of my house 3 days ago to buy stocks. It was music to my ears hearing your recommendation. You can't play the game sitting on the bench. There you have it. I have student loan debt, sadly. The Doubting Philosopher, I'm 52. SB 46. Kayla, Free Thinker, Mick Jones, that's excellent. Dana, 57, 58 in July. Lou, 26. Angel, 32. Samuel, I'm 23. Let's see. Got a bunch of kids here. It's incredible. It's great. Okay. Jason's 41. Don, big 60. Christopher, 69. Gary, 68. The young Lee, 38. Marcus, 69er. Matt, I don't know how to act my age. I've never been there before. Dave, I'm at 50. John, Star Wars Bruce, what does it mean to have GameStop join the Russell 1000? It just means that the stock's value is now, the company's market cap has grown to a point where it now becomes a larger company. It's now part of the 1,000 largest trading market cap companies to join the Russell 1000. That's all it means. It doesn't mean anything about the company's success or future. Obviously, you do not need to be a profitable company to be part of the Russell 1000. It looks like just market cap is good enough to get you in, from what I can tell. But to me, it's another step up for GameStop. Obviously, if they keep growing their market cap as their price of their shares go higher and they start to make money, they start to net profits every quarter. After a year of profits, they could start to qualify for an S&P 500 inclusion. But that's down the road a little bit. They need to turn that machine on, that money making machine, with respect to their online e-commerce business. That's where it's going to come from, and we'll see what happens. But it's good. It's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a positive. And thank you, Oscar Vasquez. Thank you for the donation. But early days, just another feather in their cap that they're now part of a larger index. I'm like 200 years old. My whole body is hanging from the cheekbones here. Just the ATIP. Joseph, I'm 50. KTF, I'm 25. Seth, should I buy as shares of ME as soon as the market open? I don't know how to trade. Not necessarily. You want to see how it opens up and see what it does. I mean, if the shares have a nice run right off the get-go, I'm happy. But they could calm down as the afternoon wears around, and maybe then you take a shot. I don't know what the day is going to be like for the stock. I'm hoping we have a very good day on it. So I'm excited. Shimmer, 46. James, laughing out loud. Annabelle, 35. Aaron, 22. Dinosaur, I'm 50. Deep Value Investing, I'm 28, but first year investing in stocks. Paul, 49. Walters, I've been dead a long time. Deep Value, 900%. My social security number is 46. Roland, I'm 34. SM, 40 in 2 months. Lenora, 62, but the 60s are the new 30s. That's right. Kayla, the gas company. Simon, do you think interest rates will rise over the next few years? Looks like I can get a 1.75 fixed rate for 7 years, lowest rate in Ireland. That's pretty darn good. I'd grab those. I would grab these cheap rates. People still on the RHEA. Let's see. Eric, thank you for this donation. Hi, Bruce. How are you? How do you balance between work and fun when you're young and a slave to your firm? Only 25 here and feeling burnt out already. There you have it. Yeah, my friend. To each his own. You have to live your life. What am I supposed to do? Tell you exactly what to do with yourself. Watch your diet. Make sure you work out. Stay strong. Stay healthy. If you don't like the work, or you find the work just too much, or you feel that you're being overworked, maybe it's time to go move on and start looking around. That can be sometimes the best move you make, is leaving an employer that's taking advantage of you and go from there. Observe thyself. I'm 12. Mr. Seneca, I'm sure I can make a few better about your student loans, sitting over 550 grand. Let's see. Dougie, 12. Confused. Let's see. Hi, everybody. Drew, I'm 33. Ashley, 28. Thumbs ups, everybody. Hey, Uncle B, if SOFI were to be bought out by a bigger company, what would happen to the contracts? They would still be in place. The contracts would be in place. And then when the merger took place, if it's a stock merger, then these contracts will merge into the other company. They'll just be options of the other company. JW, Uncle Bruce playing Yoko has aged me 10 years. James, 39 for 12 more days. Seth, 26. Cheryl, 54. Baking, 28. Gabriel, 19. Roland, I liked when Uncle said, he said, well, kids, what are you going to do with your lives? What are you going to do with the rest of your lives? Ashley Livingstone, 20 skank. Dr. Walker Bishop. Hey, Dr. Walker Bishop. Walter Bishop. Thank you, Dr. Walter Bishop, for becoming a member of this channel. Appreciate that. Another member. They're coming in, kids. We're 11 minutes away from opening up our trades. Let's see what happens. Let's see what's going on. It feels like we're speed dating here. Eric M., don't let them get burned out. I have been there at 25 till 28, still missing the energy on bad days. Gerhard, I guess I'm 62. Odin's Pumpkin, 30. I'll be 31 the 22nd. T-Bone, I'm 06 counting backwards now. T-Lane, haha, Krista K. I had a friend with a Yugo back in 89. Dougie, I'm 10. Observe thyself, JW. Drew, 35 and ready to retire. Ashley, Juicebox. Dave, SOFI, in a 5-year plan, dumped all my pension into it as I have had my pension for 35 years, lost half due to divorce. Now need to plan at 50, taking it into my own hands. There you go. All right, Christopher, thank you. I remember these promotions. Welcome, Walter. 39, says James. Welcome, Dr. Walter. Let's see. Krista, the body's 50, but maybe 15. I'm hungry, says Kayla. 38 going on 39. The turd is 31. Welcome, Dr. Walter Bishop. I'm 42, baby, or 420. I don't know what this means. 26, says Nathan. 40, the critic savage. I'm 59, says George. Wally, welcome, Dr. Bishop. Walters Unite. Bill, I keep calling myself 32 by accident because last year it didn't happen, but nope, I'm 33. The numbers show. Laugh out loud. What did I start? 69, says Ron. Space, I'm 36. Age. Jane Leona, thumbs ups. Gregory, no one mentions how average house prices in relation to wages have changed since the 70s. That's true. I'll go with that. Man, I cannot keep up with your messages. You guys are just flying them in here. Now showing ME on platform 1137. Trade Zero has ME 1125. They have the accurate price in all times pre-market, market after hours. Called him autism again. Autism again. Oh no. 42, part of D Generation X. Good morning, Bruce. I can only do level 1 calls or covered against my stocks. I've bought most of what recommended. The reason I can't buy calls. No experience. Any recommendations? No. Some of you've had the same issue and you've been able to get around it. Tell Fred what to do if anybody knows. Wes L 39. I love when Uncle Bruce calls Austin autism. Laughing my ass off. Nicholas 29. Joe, I think I might just play ATIP today. Bill, the SEC passed SR. NY, Seamer, whatever, effective. They're moving to discourage dark pool trading, especially on GameStop and AMC. Bill, thank you for that info. Shaky punks. AB, I'm old enough to run for president. I'll leave it at that. All right, turning 35 next week. I'm 45, says Jay. Thanks, Drew. Bill Coyne, I'm 68. Andy, I was born in a world where Gerald Ford was president. Now you know why I'm so weird. Jane, I've been trading in the market since I was 28. I've been debt-free as well. Well done, Chris. I'm 44 and single, ladies. Wally's advice for the young at heart. Hey, that's a song. Johnny hates jazz. Liz, I'm 33. Observe, Chris, duly noted. Ashley, they call me old. Pardon me. They call me old and can never keep up, says Diamond. Getting rid of that virus. How about that? Christopher, wow. Chris, I'll be debt-free in a few years. Says Krista. 2 clicks, right? 53. Uncle Bruce out there matchmaking. We're all going to be debt-free in a few years, methinks. Eddie, my ID says I'm 42 mentally, but maybe we'd need to make 25% cut or more on that. GameStop is now up over 5,000% for the year. Ash, they call me old, and I am. Wow, Gene, nice. 29, says Diego. Free thinker, you erased all debt in 1 year of trading. Legend. All mutual funds and ETFs have to buy GameStop. Stock price has to go up, right? I don't know. Joe, 40. Let's see here. I turned 63 today. Happy birthday, Bobster. Hello, says Pal Guitars. Welcome. One thumbs up, everybody, says Trish. Happy birthday, Bobster. Uncle Bruce, my bank wrote me that today it is not possible to trade the two SPACs. They will be available using new symbols starting tomorrow. Happy birthday, Bobster. TD Mirror Trade is also accurate. ME 1125 and ATIP 1040. We're 6 minutes away from opening up here. We're at $21.99 on SOFI, up 16 cents so far. GameStop so far this morning, I'm showing at 223.31. Now it's up 34 cents, so that's a little better. Happy about that. We're waiting to see what is going to happen here regarding these markets. FAII showing 1030 at the moment. Still waiting to see how that is going to work out. VGAC is showing at 1135. Again, I'm just showing you what I've got on my system. I do not have a trading platform here like you guys do. So we'll see what this is all about. We're 5 minutes away from opening up for the day here. And, well, let's just see what happens. Inderman, I'm at 36. Chris, I'm 25. Happy birthday, Bobster. Eddie, I'm 39. Let's see. 1,500 watching, only 477 thumbs up, so we'll take what we get. Only 19, but the mind is, oh, yeah, thanks for my birthday wishes. Let's go. I've become a bit suspicious, Bruce, superstitious. Tomorrow, can you start the show by stripping off a shirt while eating a bagel and then threatening the stock to go way up if you, or if you'll allow Yoko to do it? Oh my. Let's see here. Uncle Bruce, thank you for doing your show today. Considering being under the weather from your second shot, you're the best. Thank you, guys. Aurora, I'm 49. Let's see. Oh yeah, how is the second shot, Bruce? I'm just curious. Yeah, the arm has been sore, but it's getting better today. It's definitely better than yesterday. But I'm just tired. I'm really tired. I'm looking forward to the end of this show and the nap between shows. Looking forward to it. A little tired. Hopefully today will be about it, and then we'll kind of be all right. Anyway, there you go. Thank you, guys. Hey, Bruce, what do you want to do with the rest of your life? Oh, yes. I want to rock. Oh, man. Thank you all for being here and hanging around. 3 minutes till blast off. If I've skipped your message, I apologize. I can't keep up with them. I just can't. There's so many coming in. You guys are so incredible. I thank you all for being part of this channel today and being here. Also, thank you to Oscar. Thank you for the donation on PayPal this morning. Thank you. All of you making donations to me on PayPal. I thank you very much. We're up and running here with our first hour. And those of you subscribing to this channel, thank you for subscribing to Stock Markets with Bruce, hitting the bell notification icon. It's very much appreciated. And those of you who are becoming members of this channel, thank you all so much for becoming members here, allowing you to make comments on this show. 603 thumbs ups and counting. Thank you for that. Welcome aboard, all of you, to the Uncle Bruce show here. Stock Markets with Bruce, where we try to figure out what's going on in plain English and at least do the best we can with what we got. We are now a couple of minutes away, and let's see what's happening right now. Uncle Bruce, what shots did you get? Got my first shot of Moderna this week, and my arm hurts like you know what. I got a Pfizer, and then I got a Moderna. They couldn't give me two Pfizers. Ran out, so I had to take a Moderna for the second shot. And my arm is sore, but it's coming back nicely. Actually, it's coming on pretty good. But I'm just tired. No dancing for you today, Bruce. No dancing for you. Yoko got her shot. She's laid up in bed today. Let's see. Fluids will really help flush that shot. You will need be better quickly. Thank you, everybody. Speaking of fluids, my caffeine-free Diet Coke. Get that going. I am leaking. I'm telling you right now, I am leaking up here. Maybe that's a good sign. I don't know. Pardon me. We're hopefully clearing out. That would be kind of nice. As we continue on the road to, recovery. Give a thumbs up to everybody. Thank you all. And let's see how we do. I made it. Good morning, Uncle Bruce and everybody. Let's go. What else is happening here? Let's go. Thank you, everybody, for your kind words. I appreciate you guys. We're battling along. I'm quite happy to be here this morning, and it's nice to see you here. It's great to be with you. And yeah, it's interesting. The nurses were not even concerned. Said, we'll just give you Moderna. It's no big deal. Yeah, we're doing this all the time. I'm going, oh, okay. You're happy. I'm happy. No big whoop. And there we go. And hey, why don't you just leave early and take the afternoon off? And really force yourself to use that arm, Bruce, so that it heals faster. And I got my first shot of Pfizer yesterday, and we get to take our masks outside here, and we get to take them off outside in France. Life is starting again, and I'm making money. Way to go. This is why we watch. Oh, wow. Didn't know they could use two different vaccines. They told me to remember which vaccine I got, so the next one will be the same. Guess the first, second shot are the same then. And here we go. We're getting ready to open. Yeah, we're up and running. Okay, let's see what's happening here. Let me take a look at our quotes and just see what's going on. And let's see what we have here. I've got this thingy here. I have a thingy. There's a thingy I've got that I'm working on right now. There's a thingy, and I'm trying to figure out my thingy right now. Yeah, I don't have quotes yet for some of these stocks. So let me just see if I can get 23andMe showing up here. And I just don't have 23andMe yet available on my phone. I can't give you a quote on my phone. I can give you SOFI. We're at 22.05, up 22 cents on 140,000 shares. That I can tell you. And GameStop at 222.24, down 73 cents. That I can tell you. But I'm not sure about the quotes on VGAC, which is now 23andMe. I don't know what this is going to do here, and I don't yet have quotes on ATIP, ATIP. I've got AMC at 53.63, down 155. I have Gores Holdings up 18 cents to 14.69. Waiting for the official pricing and or listing now of 23andMe and others. I don't have anything at the moment. So bear with me, folks, while I wait it out. Any of you see the prices of the ME and the ATIP, you let me know. Anyway, ME 11.12, and looks like ATIP dipped down a bit to 9.74. ATIP is now is up at 10 ATM. JW waiting. ME 11.20. All right, me 11.05. ATIP 10.28. It's moving for me. ATIP is 10. ATIP is 10.28. My thingy's having a down day. There you go. ATIP 10.28. ME 11.03. Some of these quotes are coming through for some of you. They're not coming through for some of the others of us. This is what we're dealing with right now because it's the first day and we are just starting off. ME, I think I have it now on Market Watch at 11.02 on up 3 cents now. I think I'm showing it here. So that is the first there. I think that is ME. And now I will try ATIP. No, I still don't have ATIP yet. Sorry, wrong. Hang on, wrong quote. I entered that incorrectly. ATIP. No, I still don't have anything for ATIP. Still waiting on that one to show up, but I do believe I have ME at 1106. So we're good on ME on my market watch, but not on my telephone. Not at this time yet. And let me see if I can pop this up over here. I can guarantee you, folks, that every brokerage firm's IT department, they're on it. They're on it. But when it's done, it's done, and when it's not done, it's not done. That's just the way it goes. Okay. And let me check back here. There's ATIP, and I have nothing at the moment. Okay. 23andMe, 1105, up 6 cents at the moment. And I'm not showing. Other than that, that's all I've got at this point. All right. GameStop to 226. Yes, it is 225, 226, up 282 now. That's looking better. And we have a huge selling wall on ME at 1140. Why is the change? Why is the change from FI to ATIP? Why the change? Because today's the day the stock is changing its name. It's no longer a SPAC. Goodbye, Fortress, and hello, ATI Physiotherapy. 225.12 on GameStop, up 215. SOFI up 49 cents to 22.32. We're getting stronger there too. That is good news. We have an 8-cent gain on Gores right now at this moment in time. So we're seeing some green here on some of our favorites, and I'm happy to see this happening. And well, one move at a time here. Fantastic, guys. Thank you all for hanging around with me. The Dow is up 52. I think we can have an update on the markets today. We've had a couple of wishy-washy days. We might be a little oversold here. S&P is up 4.9. NASDAQ is up 3.3. Oil's at 72.21 a barrel, up 6 cents. And here we go. My FAI options just changed to ATIP. Okay, they're just showing up now. Everyone's seeing the changeover happening here. It's starting to happen bit by bit. 23andMe, $11 a share, up a penny right now. 23andMe is now officially trading on NASDAQ. It was VGAC on New York, but 23andMe decided to go on NASDAQ, similar to SOFI, which I found interesting. 22.18, speaking of SOFI, 22.18 up 34 cents. 225.89 on GameStop, up 2.92 a share right now. All right. Okay. GameStop, let's go. ATIP, 9.94. And 226 was the quote on GameStop not too long ago. And SOFI is up 40 cents. It's now it's only up 14. SOFI is jumping around. 21.97 right now on SOFI as it jumps about a bit as these first early morning quotes come together here. Hey, Uncle Bruce, the RSI is up. Does that mean oversold, overbought? I forgot. We've got to do those classes, don't we? Wally's, we're talking about a watermelon. 21.95 on SOFI, up 12. 226.22 on GameStop, up 3.25. And Gores at 14.67, up 16 cents right now. VACQ up 4 cents to 10.31 at the moment. The Dow is up 27 points, now up 41 points. Okay, watching these markets closely on the openings and waiting for the symbols to lock in for 23andMe now and for ATI Physiotherapy. 2 of our SPACs are no longer SPACs. That's 3 now that have shifted out: SOFI and 23andMe and ATIP. Those 3 have shifted out of the SPAC world now into the regular world. And more coming. We're waiting for the official timing for Gores Holdings with Matterport. We're waiting for a Vector Acquisition, Navsite Holdings, Starboard Value. We're waiting for those companies to announce their effective changeover. And soon come. That would be great. Bruce, please eat your bagel so we can get rich. I'm a bit tired of talking about making money. Can we just talk about fruit today? ATIP looking red, hot dog poop. Oh, okay. Uncle Bruce, what do you say? What do you say of one call contract expiring in January with a $10 US dollar strike price for $245. What stock would you be talking about right now? I don't even know. Let's go ATP and ME, SVAC. It's an excellent brain food, feeds the mind. I purchased ME on Fidelity. John, 227 on GameStop. I can see it at 226.99, getting ready to go. Up $4 on GameStop right now. Hi, everybody, says Mirko. Hi, Mirko. Uncle Bruce, what do you say of what do you say about SVAC, one call contract expiring in January? There you go. $10 strike price for $245. All right. So SVAC is out of the money. It's a $10 stock, so it's at the money. So I mean, even at $12.50, you're probably gonna have a $3.50 contract, maybe a $4 contract. So I'm figuring you're all right. Certainly January, yeah, I think you're okay, definitely. 229 on GameStop, up $6. It's popping here. We're moving. ATIP is now 990. 229 on GameStop, going for 230 now. We haven't seen that in a couple days. Good news there. Happy to see it. 1095 on 23andMe at the moment. On very little volume, 74,000 from what I can tell you is all I can say. I don't know if that's how accurate that is. Let's see. I Leon, I don't know what you mean. Bruce says it's counterintuitive for people to at you here in the comments. Do you prefer avoiding that ping? I don't understand, Leon, what you're asking me. Is this technical? I don't know what's going on. Anyway, what are the other stocks on Uncle Bruce's list? Bruce is going to be, it's going to be 105 here in California. You like this heat? Because I sure don't. I love the heat. I love the heat. I do. I really do. I do not have a problem with heat. I don't go running around like a madman trying to get sunstroke. I don't do that. I just love the heat. Yeah, Bruce likes to be warm, not cold. Right in plain English, people, or do you just prefer comments? Again, I like this. Just give me comments. Yeah, you don't have to do that. Just give me comments. I read the comments, so anyway, that's how I'm going. Christopher, thank you, Christopher Kling, for the $5 donation. Thank you. Hello there. Thank you. Anyway, I just prefer the comments. Comments are fine. You don't have to do all that stuff. Just says hey Uncle B, and then just away you go. Yeah, sure. 1095 on 23andMe, 2197 on SOFI, up 14 cents. 227.86 on GameStop, up 489. Oh my gosh, Jonathan, what part of California? I'm in SLO County, in 6 today. My ATIP is 2% in the red. Not a great start, but today the spread for buying seems to be higher. eToro takes triple amount for himself than, for example, yesterday on FAIU. Bruce, it's okay to take a break. I can tell you're not feeling great. Drew, Sacramento is where, I'm not sure what that means. Uncle Bruce, my SPACs are looking good. Right on. Nice. Portfolio is looking pretty dang green today, Bruce. What do I do? I'm panicking. Making too much money. When do my VGAC options turn to ME? Later today. It'll happen. During the morning, it'll happen. Hey, Bruce, been camping and golfing and forgetting about the market because last week was cuckoo. I love the Heat 2 spas opening back up in Connecticut. Right on. That's awesome. Good morning, Uncle Bruce. Have a great day. We love the Bruce. Thank you, everybody. I've been hearing this thrown around. But can you explain quadruple witching? All it is, vlogging, is that this Friday we have the expiry of option contracts for stocks, futures contracts. We have some currency contracts. We have various contracts for various entities, all maturing out. And it's possible that we have a realignment happening on Friday for some index funds. It's the end of the second quarter. This is June, and the end of the second quarter means realignment for the Russell 1000, the Russell 2000, the S&P 500, and all the sub-indices. And so ETFs and index funds will be doing a bunch of juggling on Friday with their accounts to realign themselves. Thank you, Jens Toft Flaxguard, for the donation on PayPal. Thank you very much. That's awful kind of you today. That's what the quadruple witching hour is. It's just a bunch of reorganization. Shouldn't have too much effect on us, I don't think. 112 in Vegas yesterday. Oh my, how high might ME this? Much love. Uncle Bruce, any comment about AT&T? No, I'm waiting on AT&T to finish this reorganization with, is it Discovery? Waiting for that whole media thing to be done. Then we'll see. Bruce, if these small index funds have to sell and their shares have to be shorted, will hedges have to cover? I don't know. Mark, Blue Skies, I don't know. Awesome, says Drew. Gary, ME showed up as Mariner Energy on my Thinkorswim, then changes to 23andMe. Come on, peeps, give the man thumbs ups. Oh my gosh, I'm in Long Beach and the high is 81. What California are you? Where in California are you guys in right now? Old people love the heat. Joe, this is so weird seeing a new symbol for a stock I've had for a couple of months. I'm going to miss my old friend, but I got to move forward and I've got to be strong. That's right. Why did the call price for ATIP go down so much? I have no idea. It's just a good time to buy them, I guess. 21.84 up a penny on SOFI. 224 up $1.43 on GameStop. AMC 53.65 down $1.53. Gore's down a penny to 14.50. We're having a little slump on the market. The Dow is down 80 points. It was up 50 odd. It's now down 80. This is the low of the day on the Dow. S&P down 2.2. NASDAQ is up 12. Okay. That's what's going on right now. Not much good news out there. Not much great momentum. But I think we might have an update today. I placed an order this AM for 30 ATI at 9. Somehow when I placed the order, it gave it to me. It gave it to me for just about $3. Can someone explain what has happened? I cannot explain any of this. Don't know if this is real or not. John, you should feel a lot better by afternoon show. If not, put Jen on. There you go. Thumpers up. Dogo, not too proud to beg. Visceral, Drew, Central Coast, California. I'm in Carmel. Tobias, last quadruple witching day was such a disappointment. Vlogging with Vinny. Thank you, Uncle Bruce, for the explanation. It goes well with a nice everything bagel. How about that? Krista is laughing out loud. Joe, I will too miss the old tickers on my screen. Remember, stocks are not your pets. OC here, mid-80s, where in California where it's 100 plus. Oh my gosh. 21.87 up 4 cents on SoFi. GameStop 225.44 up 247. Okay. So could it be that a lot of people starting with bad decisions because of the heat? 32 degrees in Germany. I could sleep thanks to open window. How was your start to the day? We were lovely cool last night. We were in the high 50s here. It was really nice. Wally, you're worse than me. I usually plow through in 1 week. Thanks, Uncle Bruce. Holding 18 till then. See you at the LBC. Joe Olivia, right? I was confused when I woke up. In Houston, and it's going to be 95 with the humidity today. You wouldn't say you love the heat if you spend a summer in Texas. Yeah, I don't like the humidity. I like the dry heat of California. I love the Palm Springs, Palm Desert, La Quinta area, the dry heat. That's what I like a lot. I do. And I enjoy the fall and the spring as it's warm in the day and cool at night. I really get off on that. But you know what? I can tolerate summer. I can handle summer in the desert because so few people are there. Everyone takes off. They get out, and I love how quiet it is. It's just me, though. It's just me. Carmel by the Sea is so nice. Bruce, you look spiffy for being tired. Not too shabby or sluggish. Thank you, NTPC. Uncle Bruce, do you think a cup and a handle is forming on GameStop? You've heard of that, right? I've heard of it, but I don't know. I don't look at that stuff closely. Uncle Bruce, you should come and spend 2 weeks in Phoenix and then tell me you still like the heat. I love Phoenix. I love the heat in Phoenix. 110 every day with the lows at night and the upper nights. I love Phoenix. Love the heat. I really do. I love being in a hot tub in the evening when the sun is down and it's dark and it's still 90 out and I get into the hot tub and it's just, I go in there loose and I get looser and then I come out, I jump into the pool, it cool down and then, I relax. I sleep like a baby. Loving it. Free thinker, no expectation, no disappointment. Sorry about you Californians. No, it's real. It's showing up that I purchased ATIP for $3 a share and it was up 200% at the open. That's weird. Congratulations on that deal. I don't know how that's working out. I'm up in the DFW area and it's sweltering already. Dallas Fort Worth. Yeah, the humidity. I hate the humidity. I don't like it. How's Jen feeling today? She's still in bed. She's sleeping. Both of us are getting extra sleep right now. She's faring better than I was the last day and a half. She just was, but she got her Pfizer. Her second shot was the Pfizer. Where when they got to me, they ran out, so I got the Moderna. But she was doing okay. She will not be up yet for a while. It's only 6:49 local time. She doesn't get up at 6:49. No. 225 on GameStop, 225.73. SoFi 21.79 down 4 cents. AMC 53.60 down $1.58. Gore's back up again, 14.67 up 16 cents. Still keeping an eye on my markets. 23andMe appears to be 10.99 right now. It appears to be that. I'm not saying it is. I'm now showing it at 10.95. And I don't believe I'm able to get a quote on ATIP. Let me see again. ATIP. ATIP. Not showing it at the moment. Not showing. Oh, I keep getting the wrong symbol typed in. Hang on a second. ATIP. There it is. And hit it. And it won't let me do it. So, yeah, my machine will not allow me to get a ATIP quote. If I go here to FAII, let me just see what it shows now. My biggest iPad is putting up some squawk right now, kids. It's putting up some squawk. It's giving me a hard time. All right, let's try that. Fortress value showing $10. I don't know if this is accurate or not for ATIP. I don't know. Yeah, not aware of whether or not this is accurate or not. I'm showing now a $9.99 last trade. Is that accurate? You guys can tell me. All right, we're getting sentimental over the names here. My 15-month-old regression is going through sleep regression, wants to play at 3 a.m. and hollers if we don't. Can someone tell me if you have a 3-month call contract and the stock spikes, so you can sell to close at any time? 1 month if you're afraid it'll go back down. You sell your contract anytime you want. Anytime. You can buy that contract every day, in and out. You can trade that thing on day trading, in and out, all you want. You could buy a call contract on any stock you want with any expiry date and any expiration date, and you can day trade them like stocks. You can momentum trade contracts. Yeah, you can do anything you like depending on how liquid they are, how quick they trade. This is where Clint Eastwood was as mayor for a while. That is true. Carmel, he was mayor. Uncle Bruce, is there anything on the TV about ME and ATIP? I haven't heard and I haven't been able to watch. I've been sitting here. I don't know what they're saying. Let's see. Let's go right here. Thank you, everybody. Stocks are not your pets. They still might take a dump on your loafers. You never know. I need all the help I can get. I get it early, but I'm not very good at it, says Kayla. Uncle Bruce, I may have been a snowman in my past life because I absolutely melt in the hot water. Summer in Louisiana, swamp humidity, it hits different. Yeah, like a punch. I agree. I lived in Southern Ontario for many years. The humidity, oh, God, it's deadly. It is deadly. The heavy air. Yeah, I enjoy dry, definitely the dry heat. I do like that. Although I love a steam bath. I love going in for a steam bath on a cruise ship. I prefer that over a dry sauna anytime. I do like that, but what can I tell you? Anyway. Here, we could just get GameStop to move. We need some excitement. Kayla, you got a good point there. 225.17 up 220. SoFi 21.86 up 3 cents. And the Gore's up to 14.54 up 3 cents. Fortress, which would be ATIP, I'm assuming is 9.99. I don't know. All right. Bruce, never go to New Orleans. You'll swim through the humidity over there. 106 in Omaha this afternoon. My air conditioning bill is about to explode today. They just said on the news that we're in the flex zone for power grid. Oh my gosh. Free thinker. I spent 4 days in Texas. The heat is insane. The construction workers work in slow motion. They'd be fired so quick in Rhode Island. La Quinta means next to Denny's. Air conditioning is my favorite invention. Colorado relative humidity yesterday, 10%. There you go. Here after reaching more than 100 yesterday, it has cooled quite a bit because of the rain. Nice warm weather, says Eddie. Damn, 50 Fahrenheit is 10 degrees. I want to go to Canada now. I love when it gets that a bit cooler. Texas is sticky hot. Mosquitoes your state bird. Mesa. I'm out in East Mesa. It's warm. It's warm out there. Okay. Here we go. I love the heat, but not the humidity. Vegas in the summertime is 100% okay with me. Yeah, nice, hot and dry. Hot and dry is the way I like it. Yeah, hot and dry. Thank you all for following me today. What the heck is wrong with you, Bruce? Oh gosh, hot tub at night in the heat? You're crazy, man. Lucy Brucey. I sleep so well though. I sleep so well after a nice hot tub, and I'll cool off in the pool, and I'll come out and put my towel on and schlep home, and dry off, take a shower. Oh, love it. And then I'll have a bowl of ice cream maybe, and a little chocolate sauce from Costco. Premium ice cream from Costco. And an hour later, I'm ready to shut her down, and I sleep wonderfully. Oh, I love it. Yeah. Anyway, the credit savage. San Francisco Bay Area here, and in my city, we will be experiencing 108-degree heat. Nice. Got a lemonade ready as well as the spiked lemonade. Try to afford a home with the pool after these packs. Right on. My $1 put expired today. How do I sell it, or what do I do next? It's not going to expire today. It's going to expire tomorrow, Friday. I was in Vegas, and though it was like 75 Fahrenheit and it was 120 Fahrenheit, I'm used to ridiculous humidity. It can be nearly room temperature, and ski is sweating to death where I'm at. I keep air conditioning 65 at all times. Wow. Let's change our living place with Bruce. We want it cold. And let's go. Thank you, everybody. $10 on ATIP right now. We've got $21.78 on SOFI, $225.36 on Gamestop. We have Gores at $14.74, up 23 cents today. Right there. Okay. I'm happiest when it's overcast, but I'll complain nonetheless. Let's see. Team Moderna. Let's see. Thank you, everybody. $10 for ATIP. Yep, ATIP $10. That's what I'm showing here. Still under the old symbol. Okay. $11 ask on ME right now. ME $11 ask. And still waiting for the symbol to come through. There we go. No idea. Dow's down 118 points. That is the low of the day. S&P is down 292, 2.9. NASDAQ up 34. Still mixed on that area. That's what we got right now. Watching this market best we can. Okay. Oh gosh, pardon me. 10 here, 989 here. Would you say it's atypical? Let's go. Bruce, remember to tell about the pattern day trading, but I don't. No one here is in day trading. Yeah, it's $10. SoFi 21.83 down a penny. Can I request some fireworks, Bruce? Let's go. You and Tom Jones enjoy a good steam bath. We do. We do enjoy a good steam bath. It's good for us. 23andMe rang the bell this morning. Interesting. Okay. 227 on GameStop, up $4. All right. Working outside in Florida is horrible. I went to Disney once early June. That was almost unbearable. The humidity, pretty hard to take. Gotta be hard to take. Thank you, Autumn Grace. Thank you for joining us as a new member. Great to have you here. Fabulous, all of you, for joining up. Thank you guys so much. Fabulous. It snowed here in Newfoundland this last week. Yeah, I keep forgetting you guys use Fahrenheit. 226.85, up 388 on GameStop, down 2 cents on SoFi. SoFi, there it is. And then let's see. 23andMe now, 1082 down 17 cents. 23andMe Holding Company is what it's called. And my AMC covered call is expiring tomorrow. Strike price is in the money at 40. I received 422 premium. What should I do? Should I let it expire and should I be taken out at 40? Okay, the stock's at 55.84. So you're in the money on the contract. I think you wait until tomorrow. And you've got a couple of options. You could either buy the contract back sometime tomorrow, depending on where the stock is. If the stock backs off to 50, you'll have a $10 premium on the contract. Hopefully no additional premium on top of that, just book value. You could then theoretically buy back that call, turn around right away and write a call for a couple of weeks out at say 50 or 55, and you could, or maybe 60 even, and maybe you can bring in a premium equal to what you're paying to get this one back, and you're now taking yourself out at $55 or $60 on the rollover. That's one option. Another option is you go further out in time and you buy this call back, and then you immediately write a call that has 2 or 3 months to go, 4 months to go, at $60 or $70, and maybe you can get higher than what this contract will cost you. Maybe you can get $15 or $20 in premiums by paying 10 and getting 15 in, so you'll be plus $5 in cash coming into your account. That might be a way to play it forward and to write a much higher contract on the stock, a higher strike price. Okay, that might be an idea. Okay, let's see. Let's give Uncle Bruce thumbs ups today for doing a show today under the weather. Thank you all. We're battling away. Do you recommend covered calls or buying them on margin? Well, Susan, if you can write covered calls on GameStop, like $300 covered calls, 280s, 320s for like a month or two out, you can get some nice premiums. Use that money to buy call contracts on these SPACs going out to next January. I like that strategy. I really do. Utilize the value of GameStop and be paid to hold it from option players and turn around and now pick up contracts for down the road on these SPACs. Excellent leverage from one stock to another. What can I say? Does anyone want to take bets on when Bruce is going to get sponsored by Costco? That'd be kind of cool. I'd be happy to promote Costco on my channel all the time. We're happy to promote the latest specials. Do what I can. 229 on GameStop, up 617. We're moving up again. 23andMe at 1095 right now. So we have there. Let's see. Love me some GameStop. Let's see. It would be kind of nice if we had a teeny tiny, I don't know, just a little $300 bump on GameStop. That'd be kind of nice. Oh my goodness. You seem exhausted, Bruce. Take a break. We can wait until this afternoon. I'm hanging in there for now, but you never know. I am tired. There's no doubt about that. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, up at 3 this morning. He needs a break. He got a second shot. He did. And let's see here. Let's see. Give those thumbs up so he can take a break. And I think today might be a pancakes and bacon day. And 23andMe, 1101, up 2 cents now. Right on. Absolutely, Bruce, leave when you need to. It's all good. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. You need a Kit Kat break, Bruce. Anti-PC, how dare you? 2183 on SOFI. We're positive again, up 3 cents. 228 on GameStop, up 588. AMC 5579, up 61 cents. Gorst for 1456, up a nickel. 23andMe 1101, up just a little bit. Joshua, go and rest. Uncle Bruce needs a second shot of Red Bull. Nothing grape jelly won't fix. I do need some grape jelly today. Anyway, what can I say? Let's see. And that second shot did me in. It gave me a fever and a headache so bad I physically couldn't stand for about 2 days. Thankfully, I don't have that. Thankfully for that. ATIP is now 1020, by the way. ATIP. Beautiful. Happy to see that. We are looking forward to a bump. We are looking forward to a bump. There we are. Still not getting the quote. Not able to get the quote here. 229 on GameStop now. 221, 220.79 up 682. The high of 230.36 is within reach now. Uncle Bruce looks shorter. Attacked my veggie calls. I can't find them on my E-Trade account. Bruce, are you in a new chair? Something looks different. Jen is up. Hi, Jen. Brucey has had to power through worse than this. This guy's a beast, a splair, a rebel, TV pancakes with ice cream sounds gross. Rob, for everything you do for us, Bruce, Uncle Bruce and the family. Thank you, Rob, for this donation. Very kind, very generous, everybody. Thank you, guys. People's Channel, great. Now I want bacon and pancakes. Autumn Grace, I've been working from home for a year and a half. Boss wants on deck starting August 1. I don't want to go back to the office. Come on, moonshots. Exactly. There you have it. Uncle Bruce, there's people streaming sleeping on Twitch. Maybe you could try that. Some Yoko will energize Bruce. Uncle Bruce, go ahead and say, see you this afternoon. Go lay down, says Ona Hester. Second shot of Pfizer gave me some body fatigue for a day, but that was about it. I was told to take an 8-hour release Tylenol after my shots, had no problems. Is anyone watching European Championship football? Eddie Edwards, Eddie, both my shots made me feel like I got hit by a freight train for 48 hours. Hope it doesn't need to be an annual thing going forward. John is saying, hi, Jen. Glitch, hi, Jen. Jen saved this man's life. Drew, what is this? Blasphemy. You don't hear of a pancake cone, but you do a waffle cone. 231 on GameStop, going for 232 now. That's the high of the day right now, up 878 on GameStop. It's nice to see this. Sorry to hear bosses that need to be on top of their colleagues are not good. Sweet pancakes. Wookie D is a new member. Welcome, Wookie D. Jen, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm tired. I'm really tired.
I know.
Just, how about you? Are you okay?
So far, so good.
Yeah, you are doing better than me, definitely.
Well, I get more sleep than you do.
That's true. Jen does get more sleep than me. Always more
sleep. I need more sleep.
We're at 232 on GameStop, up 953.
I noticed.
We're going for 233 now, up
Lots
$10.
Lots of green on my screen today.
Little things
Apples
here and there,
tiny, but otherwise.
Yeah, Gore's up 14.59. SoFi down 22 cents. It started up, down. It's been hanging around.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hopefully, you'll have a good day today. And we're Jen, tell Uncle Bruce to get rid of the Diet Coke and drink a lot of water. Auntie Autumn Grace, I know how you feel. They had to drag me in. Thank God they finally laid us off. Autumn Grace, find a remote job. Don't go back to that darn work.
It's going to be interesting to see what what the economy looks like in 2 years.
And what people will do about going back to work, yeah, right?
Figuring out that I don't have to have a building for 4,000 employees. I can have half that, and each desk is like a hotel, and you get it for 2 days, and I get it for 2 days, and that person comes in for 1 day, and that had already started to happen in my building.
That started happening in your building. That's right.
Yeah.
We'll see. Wally's World. Yes, Jen. Infuse the bagel juice IV. Benny L. Rob is right. Rob, Autumn, Grace, look for another remote job. Much more available out there now. Give your leverage to negotiate a remote from your. That's right. Eddie saying hi, Jen. Dr. Walter Bishop, new member. Adam Grace, time to find a new job. W. Walters, GameStop is a poppin'. Don't come a knocking. Well, it's 229, 230. Welcome, Wookie says Fergan. Drew, welcome. I'm thinking
maybe some egg, a little protein.
Oh no, I'm thinking grape jelly today.
Oh, are you?
I'm looking for the sugar boost.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Toast a really nice toasted bagel with the grape jelly today.
The Concord.
The Concord. Get that supersonic grape jelly going in this belly. That might be it right there. That's either going to pump me up or definitely make me want to go to sleep. Breaking news: Supreme Court upholds Obamacare constitutionality in a 7-2 vote. The Obamacare is not going away. There you have it. Interesting. What can I say? Uncle B, is it possible there are some obligations to sell shares at $10 for ATIP? It's strange for the asks to jump down to 10 all the time from 10.50. I honestly don't know, Carlos. I really am not sure what to make of it. It just does what it does. This is weird stuff. ME right now, 10.93, down 6 cents. And I can't get a quote on FAII to show up on my screen. I can't get a quote that's accurate with what's going on. No idea. With jelly, it tastes good, so why not try with ice? Of course, a Fury ice. Cam, I grew up in Quebec, and they used La Ponce to cure a cold. It's hot water, lemon, honey, and enough gin so you don't feel anything, I guess. Aaron, for those wondering how and why you can mix Moderna, Pfizer, it's because they're basically the same shot. They use the same technology. I wouldn't want to mix it with the Oxford one. Completely different. All right. How's Jen feeling from the shot? She's doing great. She's doing great. Gets lots more sleep than I do. And she's doing fantastic. Run, GameStop, run. I feel like running 228.75, up $5. So far, UK has had 25,000 dead from adverse vaccine reactions. Awful. Thank you. Resubbed after rage quitting while drunk. Okay. Oh my gosh. Good morning, Jen. Listen to the wife, Bruce. After my second shot, I was tired too. It was whiskey though. Tell Jen, tell him to get some rest. Good morning, Auntie Jen. Jen is invincible. 233 on the stock, 229.28 right now on GameStop. Jane Doe, good morning, Auntie Jen. SLGC Mets, 831 thumbs. Let's get Bruce to 1,000 so he can take a nap. The People's Channel, oh my God, Jen sounds exactly like my mom. It's freaking me out. Wally's World, it might be.
Do your homework.
Do your homework. Well, it might be the Welch's Morning. Great, Auntie Jen. I only sleep on red days. I'm freaking out on MELB. If GameStop makes the Russell 1000, will Russell next funds have to buy? They have made the Russell 1000. They have made it. So, yes, they will. Good morning, Auntie Jen. Wookie, VGAC changed to something weird and is showing a value of 0. Yes, well, it's now ME, and it's trading at 10, 11 something bucks right now. Hotel desk sucks, says Bill. Okay, lucky number 13. With all the notice they get for these ticker name changes, you would think they could update all the info so we're not left in the dark on the day of the changeover. Put some fruit on his plate too, maybe a lemon tea too. What all is involved for them to make the switch? Virtually no useful info on the new tickers on TD. Pete, I started my new job on the first day of the lockdown in the UK. Have been to the office twice and it rocks. The call of the bagel. They couldn't catch me in the office pre-COVID. They sure as hell won't do that now. Pete, no way I can go back to daily commuting. Going postal, SOFI low OTD 2140. 2160 right now. Edward Thatcher, thank you for this donation. Jen, how much do we have to raise for you to let Bruce take a morning off, laugh out loud. Patience is invaluable. The belly rub, love the Bruce. Right, I only want to work from home now, says Sayla. Mike, I posted a picture of it, the Bagel Lounge on Discord. Corey, seems like most SPACs drop for the first hours of conversion. Only one I saw that didn't was PLTNR. Is there really an advantage getting in early or just waiting for the conversion day? I don't know. Each one's different. The ACA is never going away. It's just another tool to get the people against it to vote for the person running to end it. The Affordable Care Act. JW, lame start to the new ticker day. Thank you, free thinker. Yoko will get your mind off feeling sick, laughing out loud. Leon McBain source. AB, I think some shareholders opted to cash out at 10 to the tune of 9 million shares and not go with the FAII merger. The Concord is the way. Timing it right is everything. Hits you like jet fuel, and then the coast into glide mode before touchdown. There you go. There you go. The UK does not have 25,000 dead from adverse reactions. Ferrigan is smiling. Bama babe. When they called my partner back to work, he went in and negotiated a hybrid schedule. Now only has to go in 2 days a week. Dan Hammer, can't buy FAII on TD Ameritrade, says not found, and ATIP not an available ticker yet. Kind of weird. Leon, absolute nonsense. Nicholas, Aaron, Milan, yeah, as a UK citizen, I call BS on that one. Leon, there's a Telegram chat dedicated to tracking all the COVID vaccine deaths. Aaron, I am also in the UK. People spout out because nonsense from stupid websites and video. Free thinker, Wookie, whatever. Picked nose. VGAC options taking more time to convert between exchanges. Pete, block that fool. Aaron, Leon, Thomas, morning. Congrats on the second shot, Bruce. Laid me up for a few hours. Arm pain too. Enjoying your rest. Freedom coming your way real soon. God like 23andMe. The People's Channel. Yep, perfect guy to be a broker. This man is beat. Still a diamond in to be around. Thanks, Uncle Bruce. You, sir, are a man among minnows. Thank you very much.
I had a moment's panic. I don't know if they'll really be able to see, but you can smell.
Oh.
Yes. And they're smaller.
Yeah, we got the other day.
Yeah.
I couldn't find the regular.
I opened the fridge door and looked, and they weren't there.
Couldn't find the regular bagels I always get, so I had to buy these bagels.
They're everything bagels.
These got everything on them.
They smell lovely.
So they're different. There's more to them.
They're softer. It's a different dough. Everybody makes a different dough.
Everyone makes them different. So this is a little change of pace. We'll see how it works out. What are you gonna do? You gotta do what you gotta do.
I'm waiting to see the first bite.
Oh, okay.
No pressure.
No pressure at all here.
See what you think.
All right.
Knowing that, of course, they have all the different seeds on top. So if you get one stuck in your teeth, you got to tell them. What do you think? A little softer chew.
Definitely.
But it's okay.
I prefer the other ones because of the crunchiness. I love the sesame seed, but these are all right.
It's not bad.
These would be good with an all-meat selection, and they'd be good with egg, too.
You would really notice the difference if you had the egg one, that there'd be a lot more egg sticking out the side. There you'd really see that they're much smaller. So
these are definitely smaller.
Okay.
But they're the energy boost I need right now.
Whack. There you go.
See, she hits.
It's his exercise program. Ducking.
I'm a karate man. I bruise on the inside. 229 on GameStop up 606.
I bruise on the inside.
I bruise on the inside. I'm a karate man from Trading Places.
You were crying like a baby when they brought you in.
Yeah.
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 Oh, dear.
Mm. Mm. Hi, Jen from J. Ray. The hands of a goddess. Give it to him. He's starving, laughing out loud. Chewy your bagel. 870 thumbs ups, 130 to go. Thank you, everybody, for bringing me 1,000 thumbs ups today. I'm too tired to ask for them, but I appreciate them. Oh, yeah. Princess fingers.
McDonald's plans to pay $15 an hour by 2024.
Wow.
Why would it take them 3 years to be able to pay $15 an hour?
Unbelievable.
It's crazy.
Wow. I don't know.
I know they do it incrementally. It's the same thing that the provinces here did, but
Yeah.
wow, what are you starting at, I wonder?
Well, some states you have, $7 an hour, wages, right?
That might just be for serving staff. They get paid less because, as the employee says, they get tips, and so that brings them up.
Not at McDonald's.
No, not at McDonald's.
Not at McDonald's, nor Burger King or Wendy's.
Even at Timmy's. Timmy's here doesn't take tips.
No.
They have if you've got change, you put it in the Timmy's box, and that sends the kids to camp.
Summer camp money. That's right. Staff. But the staff here at Timmy's gets good wage.
Exactly.
They're getting good money.
And they have Timmy's is of course they hire more teenagers and young adults, but they have a good scholarship program, and they work around your schedule.
Yeah.
Because that's their group of people.
True.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jen.
Well, look, you're done. Oh, look, he left me some. Look, that's my piece.
What a guy.
What a guy.
This bagel's gone. Thank you.
There you go. Would you like a glass of water?
No, I'm good with what I got here.
See, people, how many years has it been? I've been trying to get you to drink water.
45, 46.
5, I don't know, somewhere in there.
There's water in this. It's mainly water.
But there's all that other stuff.
Brown, fuzzy water is all it is. Oh, man.
With a shitload of chemicals.
Bagel. We're good through the bagel. Oh, my gosh. Oh, man. The face you made when Jen brought those over and you said, oh, it was priceless. Had an everything bagel with ham, Swiss, and onions and chive, cream, cheese this morning. Very good. I don't mind an everything bagel, but I love a sesame seed bagel. I really love a dedicated sesame seed bagel. That's just the way I am. Okay. Anyway, Uncle Bruce Bagel Connoisseur. My FAI options are not changing to ATP. Any idea? They'll be later today. Don't worry about it. AMC at 58, 57.90 up to 72. GameStop to 27.92. SOFI down 14 cents at 21.69. We have Gores at 14.80 up 29 cents. VGAC, no longer. We're watching for 23andMe. 23andMe right now, 10.99. Looks like it's virtually unchanged. 11.02 now. That is what we got. Okay. I knew it. I couldn't see grape jelly with everything bagels. He's getting catty about his bagel. Hit him again, Jen. Hit him again. Keep him awake. Keep them together. Keep them alive. Let's see here. Thank you, guys. I need to mail you some bagels from North Jersey. Best in the world by far. Jen said, you get back to work. You go get them, Jen. GameStop was $2.29. It's $2.28 right now. I got calls on the like button, 1,000 strike. Yay, Adderall. Live a short life. Aaron, Bruce, and I on the same team. Team Karate. Let's see. Let's go. Let's see. That's what he gets for wearing an older woman. How about that? Come on, people, give those thumbs ups to Bruce. Keep going. Almost in the money, or the like button. Should we sell this stuff? No. 133 more thumbs up, and he can get a power nap. Can you say $10 for a Big Mac? He didn't want students wasting time debating him in class off topic because they heard some sound bites on the news, I guess. McD starts at 11 in Florida. $7.25 US is the federal minimum wage. Try and live on that. What doesn't kill you makes you weaker and almost get killed. $4 an hour at McDonald's one has 18. In 3 years, they will replace enough register employees with kiosks and only pay the cooks. Serving minimum wage is $2.15. 80 more. Tip your McDonald's cashiers. SOFI lockup ends at the end of the month. So from what I've read, and what will affect the stock at all, I have no idea. In Houston, McDonald's starts at $15 an hour. I'd rather have Wendy's with chicken tendies. Pick a comb. Yep, that second dose knocked me out for at least 24 hours when my body recognized it. Hope you both are right as rain tomorrow. Going postal, there's places like Washington that already have McDonald's with a $15 minimum, and their food is not any different cost-wise, maybe a few cents at most. Anyone else using the Euro and ATIP just completely disappeared from your portfolio? And you say McDonald's a $1 billion company, yay, but they are not paying paying line cooks, the franchise who maybe makes a few $100,000 for a few mil is. Okay, let's go. He's fueled by sugar and bagels. That was easy. I take it that GHVI and SVs are the next coming SPACs. They should be. It's just not the same. Uncle Bruce, drink some water. Let's see here. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Can you guess which one's the next one? It could be any of them. It's just any of them. I'm just waiting here. Dober Mamba, shout out Trade Spotting on YouTube. Also, Rocky Outcrop, they are brothers. Thank you, Dober Mamba, for this generous donation today. Bruce, any insight on what happens to stock options if the underlying company gets taken private? Shares are going to be bought back at a set price. Well, if the stock, let's say a stock gets taken out, I don't know, stock's trading at $40 a share, and an offer comes along to take it private at $50 a share, and the shareholders vote, a majority vote to take that deal, then that's a done deal. And anybody with contracts up to $50 has book value, and over $50 are wiped out. And that's the end of the game. So that's what happens. Okay. Bruce, why did you start working in the 90s and 2000s when you started dating Jen? Weren't the royalties from Friends enough to live on? See, there's that. But there, you get all these taxes and all these withholding taxes, and you're supporting family members, and you got to keep working. You just got to keep on going. Anyway, what can I say? 23andMe 1101 right now. If my contract expires in the money, do the shares automatically go into my account, or do I have time to purchase the shares later? If you have a call contract and it's in the money on the last day, you have a couple of options. The one I recommend is you sell the contract in the contract market and cash out. If you wait till the end of the day, you might automatically be cashed out at the end of the day by your broker, and the cash comes in. But if you notify your broker in advance of the close on Friday that you want to exercise your options, you can exercise them if you wish. But I don't recommend you do that. I recommend you just sell your contract. You will not get the shares automatically. They don't give you the stock just because you have a stock option. It's an option for you to buy 100 shares per contract at a set price to a set person time. It's not that you've already bought the stock. Just because you bought the option doesn't mean you've bought any stock at all. You're only buying an option to be able to buy the stock for a set price for a certain period of time. So you need to sell that contract if it's in the money before the close. Laugh out loud at people in the world's richest country decrying minimum wage and free healthcare. How does everyone else manage it with less money? How does the rest of the world do it? That's what I always look at. Yeah, what can I say? We're over 10:30 on ATIP. Thinking of picking up home automation programming. Do my own get a job consulting XD. I will be fine with 10, 12 bucks federal minimum wage, but rural America would be rough at 15 and it would promote automation. Martin, find the stair steps ATIP takes today and in the last few days. Very peculiar. Dr. Bobby, $1.95 an hour fry guy at McDonald's. W. Walters, IBM is making all employees return to the office September the 7th. Coyote, writing automation code will net you a much higher salary than that. I have birthday on the 7th of September. Good that I don't work at IBM. I wasn't speaking of home automation wage. GHVI, I thought was close to merger. They are. They're very close to merger. We just don't have a date. We just don't have a date, and that's what I'm frustrated about. We're waiting for the date on GHVI. We're waiting for Fifth Wall acquisition. We're waiting for Vector acquisition and Navsite holding and Starboard Value. We're waiting for all of them to announce their merger dates. We haven't got them yet. So they're coming soon, but not here at the moment. So there you go. Okay. Will the classes cover margin trading? Yep. Wait, you and Jen just start. Wait, you and Jen started dating in the thousands? No, Mr. Bobby, you didn't get to operate the clamshell. I make 12 burgers in 2 minutes. Let's see, Uncle Bruce, if you had YouTube back in the 80s, what would you do, broker or YouTube? Oh, yeah, I've no idea. In the 80s, I would have been in my 30s. And that I was in my 30s in the 80s, so I was a busy guy. I was branch manager and VP at the time. Gores can take a bit of time, so I can get more. Michael Moore, the teenage Canadian Taco Bell employee. Is healthcare a human right? Oh, yeah. Why? Hard to exercise your other human rights if you're dead, eh? Mike, the manic. Morning all. My VGAC ticker stayed the same. Anyone else experiencing this? So in Robinhood, if you look at 23andMe, the description of the companies for Mariner Energy, geez, Robinhood sucks. Everyone is still in flux. It'll all be figured out by the end of the day, I'm sure. 23andMe, 1105, up 6 cents. SOFI, 2166, down 17. GameStop, 226.88, up 391. AMC, 5765, up 247. Gores is up 16 cents to 14.67 right now. All right. Bruce, were you Ryan Cohen in the 1980s? Yeah, I'm in my 30s. I'm nowhere close to being branch manager. This is what exactly happened with SoFi. It'll clear up by the end of the day. Bruce, I just went and made a sandwich. You look so much more energized right now than when I left. Bagel power. Uncle B, which is your most memorable birthday or top 3? When I turned 50, a good buddy of mine came down to Palm Desert, and we hung out together for a few days, about 3-4 days together. We were both turning 50 within a week of each other. And he came down, and we went golfing, and we went to an NFL football game in San Diego, the Chargers against the New York Giants. The first time that Eli Manning came to San Diego as a second-year pro. And then we went to a baseball game. A couple days later, we saw the Padres playing the San Francisco Giants with Barry Bonds at the plate. So we watched that. And it was really something to see Barry Bonds in person batting away. I think he was still chasing the home run record at the time. And I was impressed. I was really impressed how he just handled the heckling that was just coming his way. It was brutal. And this guy was just incredible. You could just see the 20 years experience here of how he handled what he did. You think about all the at bats that this gentleman has had in his career, and you're just standing at home plate, and there are fans within 25 feet of you yelling. And for his entire career, he was able to do this. It's amazing. And that he hit as many home runs as he did, and whatever else. And then he played in the field and did his thing there. Anyway, that was a memorable birthday, a memorable birthday time, because the two of us were both turning 50, and we were sort of reflecting on our lives and our futures as to what was going to happen and what we were going to do with ourselves and how it was going to go. And we're still very close friends even to this day, as we now are both 65, going on 66 this year. And he is just so thrilled with how this channel is doing and how this is going. And he's excited for Jennifer and I, because he and his wife have had a place down south for a number of years in the Phoenix area. And now he knows we are heading south this winter for the winter. He knows we're going down there, and he is really looking forward to that. And there will be get-togethers, because we will be about 3 hours, 15 minutes apart by automobile to each other's places. So there will be visits during the winter, which he is looking forward to. I'm looking forward to. But he is a huge fan of this channel and a huge fan of how it's gone. He's been following me for 4 years, almost 4 years on the other channel. 4 years in August on the other channel. And so the 50th birthday was pretty memorable. I remember that for sure. Okay. Let's see here. They all have glitches. No one's made a perfect one yet. I agree. He probably had Bruce sign a prenup so that could explain why he kept working. There you go. The old Qualcomm Stadium in San Diego. Yep. Oh my gosh. Padres and the Chargers. Yep. Yeah, I believe it too. I noticed the crowd noise because I was in the crowd. We were in the lower seats, and the abuse being hurled at him was offensive. It was offensive. I was not very proud of the folks around me who were yelling things at this gentleman. This was beyond the pale, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Anyway, we have 980 thumbs ups. Thank you. Thanks for sharing, Uncle Bruce. You the man. Now they play at SoFi Stadium. Weird. Martin, okay, not complaining. Most of my portfolio is showing green today. However, does anyone else feel like today is a bit of a snooze fest, or is it just me feeling super pumped with the energy today? Wally, I've seen Barry Bonds play too, hanging in left field with just a mound of spent sunflower seeds, hulls where he'd stand. What a way to make a living. Let's see. Thank you for powering through, sir. Good example set. People should take notes. Old Jack Murphy Stadium. SMH chart. Well, when will VJC options become ME? Probably later today, Will. Not to worry. SoFi, 21.72 down 11 cents. GameStop, 226.99 up $4. AMC, 57.91 up 273. Gore's up a quarter, 14.76. 23andMe, 11.09 up a dime right now on 486,000 from what I can tell. I still haven't got the quote showing on my phone yet. Have you guys seen the video of the pitcher just annihilating a pigeon? Yeah, that was Randy Johnson, wasn't it? I think it was in Toronto. The Credit Savage, San Francisco Niners and San Francisco Giants, baby. Will I am. Thanks, Bruce. Davey, Bruce, do you have any experience with leveraged ETFs? No, not really. I don't bother with them, and I'm not a fan. Dave, Will I am usually takes a day for Chicago to get their stuff rewritten. Yeah, Randy Johnson. Quinton, SEC rulings, though, filings also very telling on shorts. Rares, so right now on the FAII and VJC must be quiet because not all brokers have an Agano, I guess. Yeah, Randy Johnson, one of the GOAT pitchers of all time, the greatest of all time. Thanks, Dave. The unit, I saw him play when he was with the Astros, the unit, the big unit. Man, what was he, 6'8", lanky, and just a deadly throw. Incredible. Indeed. Wow, unreal. Let me see now if I got any kind of a quote going on here. Okay, ATIP is now showing at 10:30 on my phone. I think it's now working. The ATIP is now working. Fantastic. That's great. Finally, that was a while. So now I can move this up the ladder board here to the top of my phone. And I can do this, and I can get rid of that. That is, as they say, is that. Okay, now 23andMe. If I punch in ME, I still don't show it. But if I go 23 and me, no, I still don't have 23andMe quote onto itself, but I do have the ATP. So the ATIP. So that is the old fortress. 10:30 up 2 cents on ATIP right at this point in time. All right. Okay. GameStop 227, SOFI 2170, Gore's 1484, and waiting for 23andMe. It's at 11:13:14. I'm showing it on my laptop on my biggest iPad under Market Watch, but I don't have the ME quote yet on my Yahoo Finance on my phone. For whatever reason, I don't have it yet. Kind of weird. 611, right? Makes sense. IBM down, could be a buy. 1111, make a wish. I've watched a lot of Astros growing up because we don't have a team in New Orleans. Watched a lot of Biggio growing up. Yes, indeed. What was I going to do? IBM. What was IBM doing right now? IBM down 93 cents to 146.90. So that's coming into buy zone. The high for the stock 152.84. Yield right now 4.4% at this price. Just a fine stock to get long term. GHVI 14.79 up 28 cents. Waiting for their official shareholder vote. It's all we're waiting for now, along with the others. My one complaint with my broker is that when the flip happens, they use the previous day closing price as my cost basis on the new equities. Right. And we only would catch Astros games, really. A GHVI is still recommended. I love it. I love GHVI. $30 stock, $40 stock, not too far down the road. Matterport, winner chicken dinner. Wow, what a deal. Love it. Martin, I'm using T212, and they just add them, and it's been 1 hour 40 minutes till the market was opened, or market was open. Don't know what's going on. I would like to ask you to forego your bagel eating today and tomorrow. I really need GameStop to close under 220 this week. I need to go down so I can get it. 227.93 up 496. Is it also squeezed on PUBM? I don't know. TD Broker, it's just ME, Bruce. Great gig. Options are crazy. Got SOFI shares at 15. And they're up 40%. Then got calls when the stock was 20, and they're up 80%. Benny saw a vid on YouTube about a pit in Chicago in the 80s, and what was wild. I can't see that happening now with COVID and stuff. I agree. We have 489 thumbs ups on the channel now, everybody. If you're able to hit me a thumbs up, I have 994 now. We only need 6 more to get 1,000 thumbs ups. I thank you all. 1,300 of you are here. If you can hit the thumbs up for me. There it is, 1,000 thumbs ups now. Thanks for getting me over the top. I'm a little under the weather today. I appreciate it. I can already queue to buy ATIP options, but the same option, the FA, is still stuck in my portfolio. Can't sell. Thomas, Baltimore fans would roast Darryl Strawberry pretty hard when the Yankees came to town, language that made middle school Thomas blush. I grew up on Bagwell and Biggio too. Waffle, I've been to one MLB game when I was a kid in Tampa. The Devil Rays Yankees at the height of the Alex Rodriguez times, fun times. Kayla, I grew up going to Jack Murphy. Michael, IBM is doing perfectly with my 150 call expiring tomorrow. There you go. Wrote the 150 call. It's expiring tomorrow. Worthless. More capital to you, and you get to write another one at whatever price you want down the road. Nicely done. Bringing in money. Hall of Fame second base who had like 3,000 hits. Waffle when I was a kid. Let's see. Thank you, everybody, for being here, by the way. I saw Sammy Sosa crack one out of Wrigley 2 days before 9/11. I was 21. GHVI is my next target. That was awesome. Coyote Matterport going to crush it. Texas sports were awesome in the 90s. Juice to the gills. 1,000 thumbs ups now. ME is moving again. ME 11.29 up 30 cents. It is moving right now. It is popping up to 11.29 a share. I believe this is the high of the day or so. Looks like we touched 11.35, so it's moving 11.26 right now. This is crazy. Chargers and SOFI, I love them both. Bruce, you are on my TV and PC. 2 thumbs ups for you, buddy. Thank you, Mark Bruce, guys. Free thinker Mick Jones. The movie Moneyball is quite interesting. Using undervalue to build a diversified winner. Isn't that what we do? I did enjoy that movie. I've watched it several times. The People's Channel, clutching, like button, whatever. JW Veteran Stadium in Philly. Talk about scary. Mr. Mojo, I'm in Tampa Bay. We here. Kayla. Yep, just a weird little thing I noticed. Makes it seem like destiny for SoFi. 11.26 on 23andMe. And ATIP 10.15 down 13 cents. Okay. The Screwball documentary on Netflix is 100% worth the watch, both content-wise and cinematography-wise. Having kids act as the stars was priceless. Nolan Ryan is my hero. He had 6 no-hitters, something like that? Kayla, interesting how things all start fitting, working together, isn't it? Uncle Bruce, have you heard about Cristiano Ronaldo removing the Coca-Cola bottles in his conference meeting at the European Football Club the other day? The stock went down a bit because of that, maybe. I heard a little bit about this, but not too much. Gears is up a little. Gord's is up a little, but when is it changing to Matterport? I wish I could tell you. The way the stock is acting, it looks like it's going to happen soon. 14.79 up 28 cents, but I have no official word, but it looks good. Everything was juiced to the gills in the 90s, even the pictures. ME is going up, but my options value is not updating. 11.29 again on 23andMe. Getting ready. The tapestry of life. Every time someone hurled an insult to Barry U.S. bonds, he's just calm. You look up to the stands and pop up another sunflower seed shell just to relax, spitting out the bad seeds. What a man. Wish me luck negotiating on lease of a new restaurant location. Good luck with that. People's Channel, Nolan Ryan was hit in the face with a line drive, finished the game covered in blood. Epic. Kayla, Bammer, baby. Yes, it is kind of like us all converging here. So maybe I do believe in destiny. What would you call that weird chart on Gore's holdings today? Laughing out loud. I don't know. Look. I don't know. 14.79. Up 28. It's Matterport. What can I say? My physical stock is ME, but my calls say VGAC. Bama, have to have an open heart. Perry Page, my options aren't updating either. We have seen this in a few times before. Once all the brokers are up to date, it'll trade property. That's true. That's exactly right. 11.28 on 23andMe. We're approaching 650,000+ shares traded. And there's a headline, 23andMe shares trading slightly higher on the market, 11.28 up 29 cents now. High of 11.35 today so far. We have SoFi at 21.71 down 12 cents. GameStop 227.47 up 4.50. ATIP 10.17 down 11 cents. AMC 58.80 up 3.72. Gore's 14.79 up 28 cents. The Dow down 128. It was a bit lower today, still in the lower end of the range today. S&P up 1.68 points and the NASDAQ up 98 points. I just get the impression that this market's going to turn around and have an up day. I just do. I think this Sell-off will not last much longer. It hasn't got legs. But I love that open, willing heart is necessary. Benny, I can't keep up with all these crazy names. Isaiah, VGAC option will be updated tomorrow. Spoke with TD Ameritrade Trade Desk. Michael, my tickers haven't been even changed yet on Fidelity. Not that I was planning on selling anything today. John Jepson, ME equals volcano. How about that? Yeah. Interesting. 1128 on 23andMe, kind of hanging around these levels now. See if it wants to give us some more. ATIP, which is Fortress, now 1015, down 13 cents. And that's where we're at right now. Come on, GameStop. We're at 227.96. Yes, and willingness to seek new adventures, says Bama Babe. Right on. How about that? Oh, my. 119 on the down dip on the Dow. It was worse than that, a little bit. S&P now is up 3 points. NASDAQ's up 105. We've got two markets up, one down, and I don't think the Dow will stay down. I predict an up day on the Dow today. I think the Dow will end up in the positive territory today. That is my personal prediction. Freethinker, I felt it in pre-market. Deja vu from a green day. Lost track of time. February was last week. Can't pinpoint it. I have no idea what he's talking about. Best bet. Good morning, bagel lovers. Pick knows this. This sounds like a private conversation. Bama, I am so going to be on the first cruise with this group. AB, Federal Reality Investment Trust, trades as fart. That's an unfortunate ticker. That's all. That is all. As you were, I'm going to need my entire portfolio is green for total returns. Yes. Fabulous. 23andMe, 1129 to 1130 right now on 23andMe. Looking very good. ATIP is now at 1017, down 11 cents. AMC 58.88, up 370. GME 227.72, up 475. SOFI 21.71, down 12 cents. Jack, Bama Babe, me too. There you have it. What are you going to do? Yeah, let's see what this market wants to give us. A little here, a little there. Let's go. A fifth wall down 15 cents to 11.15. Vector acquisition up 13 cents to 10.40. Navsite Holdings up 2 cents to 9.96. Starboard Value down 2 cents to 9.99. Vanik Vectors. The Vanik Vectors is up 3.38 to 253.93. Home Depot down $1.65 to 301. IBM down $1.25 to 146.58. The Dow is down 123. Microsoft up $1.40. Apple up $1.56. Tesla up 8.37. Bed Bath & Beyond up 37 cents. BlackBerry up 34. Royal Caribbean down 81 cents. Norwegian down 25. Carnival down 28 cents. Amazon up $17. Facebook up 3.80. Alphabet, which is Google, up $14. Mixed market, a lot of green, just a little red here and there. From what I can see here from my end, 21.79 on SoFi coming back on again, down only 4 cents. GameStop up $5 on the nose, 227.97. ATIP is now at 10.17, down 11 cents. That's Fortress. AMC at up 353 to 58.71. Gore's now up 31 cents to 14.82. And 23andMe, 11.26, up 27 cents. And that's what we got right now. Uncle Bruce, if you're taking a sick day, I'm in Huntington Beach, California, and when the surf is up, the sick calls are way up. When the surf is up, yeah, I hear you. Ian Clare, no ATIP for me showing on Questrade. And hey, Bruce, I just cashed out of SoFi. Want to reinvest in a SPAC again. What are your suggestions? Get the ones that haven't done anything yet. That's where I would be going. Uncle B, would you say NVIDIA is a good buy before the split? No, I think it's had its run. I think it's had most of its run. Got to run. See you all in the afternoon. Hope you feel better soon, Bruce. Eddie, totally agree. From all over the world, we converge each day as one big community. Michael, Alexander, why laughing out loud? Wally, hi, Uncle Bree. If GameStop has issued their new shares at the money, what kind of news eyes would open with that kind of cash on hand compared to the fundamentals for Chewy? Just saying. Well, that's right, Wally. GameStop would then have $2 billion cash on hand with the sale of these shares. $2 billion in hand could change their appetite for whatever they're going to grab their hands on. We'll have to watch for that. That is possible. All right. Everything's quiet. It's too quiet, says Mr. Mojo. It's way too quiet. If you ever watch Patrick Boyle's YouTube channel, pretty neat finance channel. I don't watch all the YouTube channels. This is my largest community I've ever been involved with. Thank you, Bama Babe. Bama Babe. I'm glad you've joined us and you're here. Folks, I've got to pack it in. I got to stop right here. I'm too tired to keep on. I'm going to take a rest right now. I'm going to be back at 3:00 Eastern time, and I'll join you for the last hour of the day and hopefully the first hour of the aftermarket. At the moment, I'm going to get some rest right now as my batteries are wearing out and I'm running out of gas. So I'm going to say my goodbyes for now, and thank you all for being here. And I appreciate it. I told my brother-in-law about the IPOE when I was 12, and he bought 500 of them. I'm his new best friend. Beautiful. Take it easy, Bruce. Sleep well, Bruce. I will catch you at 3 Eastern for the afternoon part of the show. Have a great morning. Keep an eye on the stocks. Make money. Get richer. And we'll see you at 3 this afternoon. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you all being here, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.